Hi there, welcome everyone to my first live art show. And I'm Ed Clausen, and this is Electric Photography. And you may wonder why I came up with that name. Well, if you look at the art, you can probably get a good idea, and even my icon. This is all with LED lighting. And the art was created, it's photography, it's with a camera, and this is a technique known as light painting, where the sensor in the camera is the canvas, and then light moving in front of it is how you paint the pixels. And traditionally, you would usually keep this camera steady and paint with light in front of it. But what I did for these particular pieces of art was able to handhold the camera, and by either moving it or changing the zoom at the same time with a long exposure, I was able to create these pieces of art. Now these are all from, the three of them were from a holiday celebration. It was something that a local group puts on every year. They started in 2018, and this was actually the first winter that I saw them. But these were all taken at night in January. So it was kind of cold being out there with the camera and trying to do some of this art. But what I found was when I was going around, I was just going to just take, just pictures of the event, but something inspired me about the way these colors were on the various fences and trees and how they were lit up. And I started manipulating my camera, and I came up with this art. And I wasn't, once I got one, I thought, well, let's try this on others. And I kept repeating that, although it wasn't like, I just went to one and I got this shot. No, it took a while of, trying a couple of different techniques, trying a couple of different movements, and then I finally got something that looked like this. So let's take a look at the first piece, and I call this Deep Purple Tree. This was a tree that was lit up with purple LEDs. And with my light painting technique, I was able to produce this image. And I'll pick this piece of art up as soon as I get my gloves on. And this is painted on, or printed on metal. It's a 1/8 inch piece of aluminum. And this is a satin metal print. It really makes the blacks very deep. Only real disadvantage is that there's no frame to hold on to, so you really need to have some kind of gloves to hold on to it when you're manipulating it, either taking it out of the packing material or hanging it on the wall. It comes with what's called a float mount, which is a block that's offset from the back, so that when you hang it on the wall, it kind of gives it a 3D look because it's offset from the wall. And just to note too, all of these are limited edition pieces. These are only one each of these will be available for sale. They're all signed and dated by me. And when you buy them on the website, which I'll show at the end of this talk, you can pay for them there, and I will directly ship them to you. The second piece I call Vanishing Point. Oh, and point out, you'll see these prices on the website, but this one is $110. And this is a highly discounted rate from what you would have to pay through my regular website. This is just for this live art show. And this is also to show these different surfaces that can be printed on. And this one is canvas. And it's a canvas wrap, means that the image gets wrapped right around the edge. This has a 1/2 inch wrap. They make all the way up to an inch wrap. And again, it has a float mount on the back, which gives it a very nice finished look with this edge that has the image going all the way around it. And again, when mounted on the wall, is very three-dimensional looking. And some of the art looks very good on this, especially ones that fill the whole area with color. They look very good on the canvas. And the canvas has sort of a satin sheen to it, similar to the metal, but it's just a different way to look at the art. And again, you can order these if you're not lucky enough to get on the website at the end and buy these. one of these 4 pieces that's only limited time availability, you can go on to my regular website and order them through the website. This third piece I call Make Me a Star. And again, this was like a star that was lit up with the LEDs, and through my light painting technique, I was able to produce this image. Not the first time, I had to take several different shots. But this one is actually a metal print that's bonded to what they call a white standoff. And that's a 3/4 inch piece of material, and it's directly mounted to the wall. So this gives us a very nice finish, modern look. It gives you the different color, the white, to contrast the image like a frame, but there's no frame around it. And again, this is a very nice way to present this art. And this piece is $218. And the last piece for this art show, I call this LED Dance 1. And this is printed on acrylic, and that's why the price is $420, because this is a difficult way to print, but it does give it some very unique characteristics, because the acrylic is it's translucent. I don't know if you can see from the light outside, and that gives it this very three-dimensional look, even with, this is a glossy finish on this one, that you don't get on really any other kind of surface. But it's also very hard to print on acrylic, preparing the surface and then getting this is again probably a dye sublimation, just like they do on the metal, but it's very difficult, and that's usually why they cost so much. But again, this has a float mount, so you get this sort of background lighting, almost to make it, in particular, my art looks really good this way because this is lighting, this is emitting light from LEDs, and you get the 3D effect of the offset with the float mount. So here's the website. This is electricphotography.com, and if you go on the site, there's a link here for the live show. Come on, show me the live show. Here we go. And these 4 pieces are available for sale. It shows there's only one in stock of each of them, and you click on the art and it takes you to the page where you can add it to your cart, and then you can pay it, like I said, many different ways. And there'll be only one of these available through this website. But if anything else, if you want to order this piece, if you're not fast enough to order it through this website, there's a link right here in the description that takes you to my electric photography website. This is Ed Clausen Photography, and it actually takes you a link right to that art that's on the art storefront website. And in here you have the ability to select a finish from metal all the way out to the acrylic. You can do paper. Paper is the least expensive, but paper then you have to have bonded to something. Then you can please, if you're going to order something, do enter this for the newsletter. You'll get the 20% off your first purchase. But once you create or select the material, then you select the size, and the combination of those 2 things will give you the price. And then if you want to do anything else, like add frames or matting, that will be something else that can be added to the order, but it also increases the price as it goes up. And then one last piece that I want to show. If you really like this Vanishing Point image, I have this available on my Facebook webpage as a summer giveaway, and it's actually going to expire tomorrow at midnight. So if you want to get a chance to win this free, this will be shipped to you directly. You don't have to pay anything. It is, again, a limited edition. It's signed and dated by me. And it will be, the person will be picked after midnight tomorrow. And within a couple of days, probably next Monday, I'll be shipping this out. This is actually much larger. You can see this is a 16 by 24 image. It's a 1-inch gallery wrap, and then it has a 1-inch white frame. And this is called a float frame, where the art is offset inside, so it looks like it's floating inside the frame. It gives it a very nice look when it's hung on the wall. And so all this combination of framing, floating, and wrap, this is a $650 value if you order it through this website. Without the 20% off, this is like full retail value. So, but if you really like it, take a chance, put your name in, and you should have a pretty good odds of winning that. So that's all I have for this first live art show. Watch for the next announcement of a new live art show. We'll have 4 more pieces that will be available for sale, and you might be able to get these at a highly discounted rate over paying through the normal website. But if you really, really love one of these pieces and you don't have the ability to pay or get them while it's the live show, you can still order them and you can still get a 20% off. And in fact, we're going to be running in September an additional sale that's going to be on metal prints. It's going to be a 30% off. So watch for that announcement. And again, watch for another live show. Thanks.